backlit much. Hope y'all can see me okay. It's kind of cloudy out. I think it's supposed to rain. I had zero intentions of leaving the house today, but I woke up at damn near noon. That's how tired I was. And I also stayed up till like 2 watching, what was I watching? I don't even remember. But my point is, I slept till like 11. And I woke up craving chicken fingers. Random. So we're going to Applebee's. I know, don't judge me. And I'm going to a different location than the one that's a little bit closer to me because I'm trying to give them a shot. And I can't with the weather. It was freezing one day and now it feels like it's 60s or something today.
In a quarter mile, use the left 2 lanes to turn left onto Dell Road, southeast.
Eventually.
I think I'm a glutton. Yeah. Oh, okay. I think I'm a glutton for punishment. I think I like the idea of Applebee's, and then when I get it in person, I'm like, or maybe I like the idea of Applebee's when you're in the restaurant, but curbside to go is not where it's at. I don't know. It's, I mean, it's okay. I give it a 4 out of 10. Because if you mess the fries up, then is anything else even worth it? I mean, yes, I'm still eating them because I paid for them, but I'm just saying. Anyway. This is what my day is going to consist of. I'm currently watching Fear Thy Neighbor on Investigation Discovery. I love Investigation Discovery. So, I'm just going to be laying around watching TV today. So today, what we're going to discuss are things that I recommend you watch if you're on the lookout for something new. So it's either stuff I have watched, am watching, and maybe we'll watch again, stuff I'm gonna watch, all of the above. So, yes, I wrote it down. You know I have to make lists. First thing, Big Mouth has a new season. Big Mouth has a new season. Okay, let me tell you about Big Mouth. It's on Netflix. One thing, if you don't like crass language, crass is the only word I can think of to describe the show. And if that ain't your alley, like if you get offended by Family Guy, or you don't like it, or whatever, or South Park, just focus on what I'm gonna say after. But Big Mouth has a new season, so I'm gonna be watching that. One show I started but haven't finished, but I'm gonna finish, is Queen's Gambit, also on Netflix. Makes me almost want to learn how to play chess. Can you play chess by yourself? On the computer, phone, ma'am, it's 2020. Queen's Gambit is about a girl who loses both her parents and she learns how to play chess in her orphanage. Is that the right word? And she becomes really, really good. And people underestimate her because she's a woman. I want to say this is back in the 50s. So people underestimate her because she's a woman, but she's good and beats all the boys. That's the gist of it. Tonight I'm probably going to finish The Flight Attendant. That's on HBO Max. It's about a loose alcoholic flight attendant who winds up in a very sticky situation, and now she got to figure out how she's gonna get out of it. Last night I watched Ava on Netflix. I liked it. I like movies where women can fight and kick ass, and that's what that is. It needed some more color. Common was the token in the movie, but other than that, I liked it. And it ended kind of on a cliffhanger, so I like that. There is a scary movie that I can't think of on Netflix. I want to say it's called like His House. If that's not the name of it, I'll put the name here. On Netflix, I think I already said that. It has Ruby from Lovecraft Country on it. And that's another show I recommend to you, is Lovecraft Country. But Lovecraft is a roller coaster. I say give it at least 3 episodes before you give up. My sister, when I first asked her to watch it, she was like, girl, what the fuck is this? And I said, I know, just bear, just trust me. And the next thing I know, she's like, girl, I'm on episode 5. I was like, I told you. So, Lovecraft Country. There's a lot of shit happening in Lovecraft Country. You got monsters, you got mythical creatures, ghosts, and yet and still the scariest thing in the show is the white people. It's based in the 50s and in the 20s and the future. It's a lot. What else? How did I manage to go from a... Okay, I don't know. I want to watch the Selena series. I love the movie back in the day with Jennifer Lopez. And I'm curious to see the series. It's just kind of hard when you see J-Lo do it for so long and do it as well as she did to kind of see anyone else do it. It's like, is this overkill or not? Okay. So there's that. Corked is a really good movie on Netflix. As well as 40-Year-Old Virgin. I've talked about this multiple times. I've watched that movie so many times since I first heard about it. And The Incredible Jessica James. I've also watched that movie multiple times, and it's also on Netflix. So, there are some recommendations for you if you need them. What? Damn it. And I know that's just Apple reminding me. It's not like I get text messages like that. Cause don't nobody let me. Alright. I'm gonna finish eating. I already eat slow. And then I've been talking. So my food about to be cold. Have you watched any of these shows? Are you watching any of these shows or movies? Let me know what you think. See, I'm over here like, what? It's Verizon thanking me for paying my bills on autopay. No one loves you, ma'am. You should have just sat there and ate your food. My name is Shamariel, and I enjoy naps on my off days. I came to wrap this up, and also I didn't realize, thank God for Instagram, because I didn't realize that today was the day for the Keisha Cole and Ashanti versus. Are y'all gonna watch who you got? Personally, I like them both, but I'm Ashanti all day. So I'll be watching that later on tonight. And there are some other things. There's some other shows that I didn't mention. I think one's a movie and one's a show. Sasha just told me about one today, which I'm a little frustrated about because it's on Stars and I canceled my Stars membership. Where is it? Okay, so the show is called... Is it called... Oh, okay. It's called Run the World. They have a promo for it. Okay. Yeah, they have an Instagram page, Run the World Stars, all one word, where they're promoting it. And it says it's a new comedy series coming to Stars. I don't recall when it's coming to Stars, but it has a really cute boy who played David on Being Mary Jane. He's on there. So I'm going to watch that. There is a new show that I also don't know the name. No, it's not a show, it's a movie. It has the guy, he was in that movie. Okay, why? I'm not ready. I'm not prepared. I just woke up and wanted to talk to y'all. It's the guy who was in that movie. I think, is it called All the Stars? No, I know he played Nat Turner. I never saw that movie, but he played Nat Turner, and he was in the movie about the girl. She was a star, and she almost jumped off the roof, and he like talked her down. It was Missandei from Game of Thrones. Please tell me y'all know what I'm talking about. That guy. I love that movie, by the way. It makes me cry. But I like it. All the Stars? Whatever. I'm going to Google the name of the movie, and I'm going to put it down here. But I like... I was listening to another one of my favorite podcasts today, Ratchet and Respectable, and she was talking about it, which is why I feel like I should know the name of it, whatever. She was talking about it, and she was saying she called it a black fantasy because it's basically... I saw a trailer for it. A black man and his son get pulled over. The son is killed by a white cop. At some point, the dad comes back to, he's out here looking for revenge, and he gets the white cop. They somehow manage to take over a police station, and they put the cop on trial with a jury of his peers who happen to be inmates. I want to see that. And hopefully it won't be one of those. It was going to be in theaters. I ain't going to no theater. Haven't been to a theater since pre-pandemic. I haven't been anywhere since pre-pandemic. Let's just be real. All right, I'm talking, I'm rattling. Oh, it's only been 4 minutes, but it's still a lot of talk. So I'm going to wrap it up today, even though it's early. It's only 4:38. But the reason why I'm wrapping? The reason why I'm wrapping it up is because what you see now is going to be the rest of my day. Laying around, eating. I'm still watching Investigation. Well, Investigation Discovery was watching me because, again, I was asleep. But I'm going to continue to watch Investigation Discovery. I may pick up on one of those shows I previously mentioned. I'm going to watch Versus. So I will see y'all tomorrow. And so now I'm going to show y'all how I edit because I know I mentioned that. So I recorded me editing yesterday. Yes, why are words and thoughts so hard? I recorded me editing yesterday's vlog, and so now you're gonna see how I do that. And I realized going back, there was a part where I should have cut it off, and I didn't cut it off. But I mean, it's not bad. It was just funny. I was like, really? You were rushing, and that's why you out here looking crazy. But it happens. It is what it is. Okay, well, y'all be good. It's raining here. Lazy day. Be good. I'll see y'all tomorrow. All right, guys, we're not here to talk about all the stuff on my thing. It's the whole thing. Just let me live. All right. So we'll be using Wondershare Filmora right here in your bottom left corner to edit. I really like this. It's, in my opinion, as someone who used to edit daily, multiple times a day for a living, I feel as though this is very user-friendly. Yeah, so I would suggest it if you are in the market for some sort of editing software. One thing I don't like about this, and you can see me doing it here, if I have a lot of clips, it always loads them in backwards. So that's a little annoying, and then I have to move them, to make sure they're all in the right order. Now, I left you guys at home on Friday, so some of the clips I had to record on my phone. So I need to download those clips, and that's what I was saying when I record, is I have to put these in Google Photos, which is where we are now, and then I have to download them from Google Photos. Why do I say Google so weird? I have to download them from Google Photos and, make that happen. So that's what we're doing, is download from the phone. All right. So we do all that. Also, I know I have a lot of tabs open. Again, that's not what we're here to talk about. So I didn't show you guys putting the clips down right here because or let me rephrase. I did not show you guys me putting the clips on my timeline because for the reason I'm about to show you, it has to render the clips, and that can take a little bit depending on how many clips you have. And since these are relatively quick, I decided to just do these 4 clips, although one of them is kind of long, I think. Okay. And so usually if they're all red, like what you just see, it'll put them all on the timeline just like that. I like to give it a few seconds because I just kind of like for the editing software to be able to catch up, if you will. So now that it's on my timeline, oh, my computer is breathing hard. I say breathing when it's making all of those noises with the fan. So now that it's on my timeline, I come over right here where you see the play symbol inside of the circle, and it says render timeline. And basically what rendering does is it catches it all up so it plays smoothly as opposed to playing like this and it's stuttering and like that. So basically rendering to me is just another way of catching it up. It smooths it out. It even says that creating preview render is necessary for smooth playback. So that's what it does. The longer the clips, the more the clips, let me rephrase because that was terrible English. The more clips you have and the longer those clips are, the longer rendering takes, which is what I was just saying. So that's why, again, I just chose to not do those first few clips. So we're going to let it do that. Okay, so I stopped the screen recording while it was rendering, and that's what this clip is that's in the preview window right now, but we're going to ignore that. So now I'm just going to move the clips from this morning, or this afternoon rather, to the proper order, and we're going to do that. Also, I'm going to come up here to my search box and type in final because that was what, after several times of going back to make small edits, this is my final Vlogmas intro. So I don't think I said anything supposedly cute or witty to start it off with before my intro. So I think today is just going to be a started off with the intro, and I'm going to render that just because it's just easier for me to do it once the clip is down as opposed to waiting until the end. And because the clip is short, as you can see, this takes 0 time. Okay, so now that I have everything on the timeline the way I want it to, if you come right here to your bottom right, these 2 arrows, it says zoom to fit timeline. I like to click on that because it allows me to see how long my video is. And so right now, my video is 19 minutes and 13 seconds. I can guarantee you it's probably going to go down to maybe 15 or 16 minutes just because there's some stuff in here I can either speed up or cut out. So I'm going to stretch this out a little more just so I can see what's going on. So, and actually I need to come here and fade my intro music because I keep forgetting to do that. And so if I want to do that right here where you see audio, I click here and just go fade out. Yeah, okay. And so I came in I'm cleaning, cleaning, cleaning. At some point I left. I think this is when I left. It is. Let's see. When did I leave? I think that's when I left. And so I'm going to cut out all of that dead space where I left. So we're going to cut you here, drag you out, because I left the room and I just kept recording. And so now I'm back. So I'm going to clip you, highlight that in and out point, and click delete. And so it's gone. All right. Another thing I'm going to do is I am going to speed this up just a bit. So right where I was altering my audio, I'm going to come here to my video. And I'm going to put that at 3 seconds. And all that does is speed everything up. And because I did that, I need to render it yet again. And so this is another reason why I knew that I was going to, it wasn't going to be the length that it said it was going to be when I first started, because I knew I was going to be speeding up clips like this. I cut some things out, and yeah. I don't think I said anything in here embarrassing. Oh, I left again. Where did I go? Okay, hold on. Okay, so since I left again, we're going to do the same thing again until I come back. Yeah, I don't think I did anything embarrassing. I usually try, if I'm just fucking up tremendously, I usually try to put my hand in front of the camera to basically signal to myself, stop recording. Or I'll just stop recording altogether. And since I don't see me doing any of that, and since I don't recall saying or doing anything embarrassing, I think I'll just keep going. So this is just me reaching for the camera, so I'm going to take that little dead clip out. Okay. Okay, so since no one wants to see me eating, we're going to take off that little dead air as well. Okay, so now I'm home, or not, I'm not home, I'm in the car. So I think I straightened this video out. Don't I? No? No? Okay. So since I was recording this, okay, I don't recall not straightening the camera back up, but it's fine. So what I do is I double click on the clip, and you see how it has these arrows here for rotate. I'll rotate it that way. Click OK, and now it's how it's supposed to be. And I think I'm gonna put a transition here just to kind of, because I'm going from eating in the office, hiding away, to in my car. So I just kind of want to do something to be like, hey, now we're doing something different. Let's see. Oh, I didn't show you what I just did. So right here, I went to transitions, and on the left-hand side here, it gives me all the different types of transitions. Basic, 3D. What's 3D do? Ooh, 3D. Let's play this one. Okay. Well, I want to try 3 because I like even or odd numbers rather. So all I do is put the transition on the timeline, and I try to play it just to kind of get a feel of what it'll look like. There we go. Okay, I like that. And because I have to, I'm going to render it again. Again, I like to render as I go instead of waiting until the end of it to render. This shouldn't, in theory, take that long because the clip is not that long. Yeah, it's going right along there. So I'll tell you a little bit about Wondershare while we wait. I do not recall when I came across this editing software. I've been using it for years because it's so user-friendly and because I like it so much. There is a I want to say it's $50 annual fee. So once you buy it, they'll email you basically once a year like, hey, basically pay us or your subscription is going to expire. And so every year I renew, and as much as I use this, I definitely get my money's worth and then some, because on a day like today when it's Vlogmas and I'm vlogging and editing and uploading every day for 25 days, and vlogging every other week, which is what I was doing, I definitely get my money's worth. So it would be a dream one day if they would sponsor a video, or even answer my emails, but that's a whole nother story. Okay, there we go. And actually, you know what? Let me see. Okay, no. Okay, and that's basically the gist of it, because the rest of this is me moving the phone around and not really knowing what to do with my life. So all of that's just dead air, and it's going bye-bye. All right, and so now we're home, so I think I might throw another transition in here just to, again, set the stage for we're not where we were before. So I think because I'm just now discovering this orb effect, I think we'll do it again. Again. Okay. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. You ain't talking about nothing. I also like to save as I go just to, it's just good editing practice. Blah, blah, blah. I don't think I said anything crazy here. I do remember. Why is this a separate? Did I stop recording? Maybe. Hold on. Okay, so yes, I can tell by the noise that I made and just obviously the fact that I stopped talking that I messed up. So I know to stop after this clip here. Okay, so snip, highlight, bye-bye. All right, I don't recall, again, saying or doing anything else embarrassing or stupid or stumbling over my words for this, so I'm just gonna let her rip. And this is another reason why I wanted to take you on this editing journey with me, because I knew that this would be an easy and fast edit. Now, if I had a bunch of different clips and if I was trying to do the little things that I do where I insert stuff from shows, that would be a whole nother issue. Actually, while I have you, I think I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I do that. So you know how sometimes I'll have clips up of let's just say, okay, so prime example, you know how I have that clip of Erykah Badu where she's like, what we're going to do right here is go back? All right, and my little SpongeBob clips, here's how I do that. It's by something called Clip Grab. And so what you do from Clip Grab, where'd you go? Okay, there you go. And basically what I do is I find whatever it is I'm looking for on YouTube. I paste the link here, it uploads, and then it'll say grab this clip, and then I do it, it'll download it, and then I put it into my folder, and then I'm able to edit the clips as I see fit. So like this guy here. So I got that off YouTube, and you know, I'm able to make that happen. So that's where that came from. I don't know where these clips came from, so we're gonna delete you. Why are you here? Oh, I know where you're from. Okay, it's fine. So anyway, yeah, that's what that is. Clip grab. I highly recommend it. So I think this is basically the end of the video. Well, I know it's the end of the video because I'm right at the end. Okay, so what I like to do there, I could just let it end on its own, but because I'm extra, I like to stretch it out, as you see right here. Snip it. Bye-bye. Then make it short. Now, normally I would, well, not normally, I don't always go back and watch all of my videos in its entirety, because it's one thing when you live it and then you're editing it, and now you want me to watch it after I've literally lived it. So that's why sometimes if you see any kind of flubs or maybe like a weird transition or something in my video, is because I was trying to do too much and I just didn't feel like going back and having a groundhog moment. So yeah, that's basically it. And we finished at 15 minutes, which is what the window that I think I said it was going to be. So now what I do is I export. And this it gives me the option to go directly to YouTube, but it still won't let me do that. No matter how many times I try, it won't let me do it. So what I do is I just keep it in the MP4 format. I change my, no girl, you going back in time. I change the name of my file, which because I'm doing daily vlogs, I just make sure the name of the file is the date. And then I click export, and what that's going to do is save the file to my desktop. And then I'm able, as you can see right here, it says desktop. And then I'm able to take it from my desktop and put it on YouTube. So that's how I edit. I'm not going to do the whole export part because it's going to take a bit, because it's 15 minutes worth of video. But I just wanted to show you what me editing looks like.